Hello everyone, today me, Penglei and Julian will talk about Uber and transit tours. Let's start with Penglei.
So I'm gonna talk about what is Uber. For riders, Uber is a convenience, inexpensive, and safe taxi service. Here, a private driver to pick you up and take you to your destination with the tap of a button on any smartphone device. A nearby driver often arrives to pick you up within minutes. Not only is this an on-demand car service, but you can even watch as your driver in one route to come pick you up. For the drivers, Uber provides exceptional pay, allows you to be your own boss, and even receive tips. Take on fires whenever you wish, while meeting new people in your city from all walks of life. Your fare is automatically calculated and charged to the payment method you will link to your Uber account. In some cities, Uber allows you to pay your fare in cash. This option must be selected before you request a ride. Immediately after a trip ends, your app will ask you to rate your driver from 1 to 5 stars. The Uber operated by an app. So first one, you need to download an app and get the free app from the App Store or Google Play on your smartphone and open the app to create your account. And enter your destination and choose a ride option. You will always see the price up front. And you will see your driver's picture and vehicle details and can track their arrival on the map. Tax cab drivers hate Uber because Uber undercuts their fees by up to 50%. But this, of course, is the main reason riders love using Uber. Plus, Uber drivers don't require tips and can't pressure you for them. Taxi drivers, on the other hand, typically expect at least 15% tips at the time of payment inside taxi. The quality for Ubers. The Uber cars tend to be clearer, newer, and better smelling than many taxis. The account typically built into the Uber app motivates drivers to keep their cars in good shape. The Uber also convenience for the customers. The payment process easy and stress-free. Likewise, the app frees you from the often frustrating process of hailing a cab. The ability to handle all these details right from your phone, saving time and aggravation, and keep company and the driver overhead low. Advantage and disadvantage for the Ubers. The Ubers have some the safe problems. The Uber provides a convenient way for many people to get around, but it also presents some serious safety concerns. Over the past several years, a growing number of incidents have left some passengers wondering if they are safe when using the service. On the heels of the rape and the murder of a Didi ride hailing passenger in China, Uber has announced some new features to ensure safety for both the passengers and drivers. The first, what Uber calls Red Check, which activates if the driver's smartphone senses a possible crash. Red Check will also active if the GPS sensor in the driver's phone notices there's an abnormally long or unacceptable stop during the trip. The next one is the price surging issues. There is the three steps how it works. The first step is demand for ride increase. There are times when so many people are requesting rides that they aren't enough cars on the road to help take them all. Bad weather, rush hour, and special events, for instance, may cause unusually large numbers of people to want to ride Uber all at the same time. And second step is the price go up. In this case of very high demand, fares may increase to help ensure those who need to ride can get one. This system is called surging pricing, and it lets us continue to be a reliable choice. The third step is rather pay more or wait. Whenever we raise rate due to surging pricing, we let riders know in app. Some riders will choose to pay while some will choose to wait a few minutes to see if the rates go back down to normal. The easiest way for Uber users to dodge increased pricing and avoid peak hours or schedule a ride in advance. The benefits for tourism is visitors can relax because they know that a safe, reliable, and affordable ride is available when they land in a new city. Uber takes the stress out of travel with a familiar, easy to use service with a standard electronic payment option. Uber helps people get a ride at the push of a button. There's no waiting on the street or walking through unfamiliar neighborhoods to find transport. It's the most convenient way to get a safe, reliable, and affordable ride. The app detects your location, tells you about your driver in advance, and it means you can pay without using cash, so it is easy and safe for both riders and drivers.
Now I'm gonna talk about the relation between Uber and tourism. According to a survey conducted with 127 travel managers, 43% of them believe that the trend of the sharing economy is important for their sector in terms of ground transportation, and it is higher than accommodation. As a significant weight, data from a company that offers online solution on expense management shows that some trends on usage of service from sharing economy. Business travelers tend to use Uber than traditional taxi, which contain 55% in their entire market. We can see the picture on the right. In 2014, the first quarter, Uber only taking 9% of the short distance transportation. Then moved to 2015, the first quarter, Uber is taking 29% of the entire market. Just 1 year, we can see the growth of the Uber. People are paying less with Uber than taxi. As we can see, with the same distance, passengers only need to pay $31 with Uber rather than $35 with taxi. From my personal experience, because I'm working at a hotel, every day I see people like asking me about why their Uber app are not working in the Halifax, and then some of them even complain to me they have to pay the taxi from airport to our hotel, which I got a lot. More importantly, and I see there most of them are business travelers. There are many options that Uber offer, not just cars. They also offer bikes, jets, even helicopters. So it's all like a shared economy. But how Uber is making money? There's plenty of ways Uber can make profit. First, trip commission. Obviously, every trip Uber can make certain commission from it. And keeping money received by customer in bank deposit for a period from 7 to 10 business days. Leasing fee, basically for drivers to work with them. And even cancellation fees every trip. If travelers they want to cancel after make appointment, they have to pay amount of money to cancel their trip. Overall, Uber is still making money. Uber booked 20 million euros in 2016, and Uber released its numbers to the public for the first time ever on Friday to show that its sales growth has remained strong. The gross booking is $20 billion. It doubles the number in 2015. Net revenue is $6.5 billion, excluding China, because Uber tried to enter the market in China but overall is losing money. So the total adjustment in 2016, the adjusted net losses is $2.8 billion. After making $20 billion, it's still losing $2.8 billion in general. Now with growth of technology, there's some movement for Uber. It testing self-driving car in San Francisco, and Uber even offer like food deliveries, which is called Uber Eat, with a new concept of the shared economy. Uber is offering the ride for more than one people at the same time. As long as people are going to the same direction, people can take Uber at the same time, which means the driver can make more money and the passenger can pay less. Especially during the peak time, there's no enough car who can take all the people to somewhere else, but they can share a car together, and it will obtain more market for short distance transportation. And the question we all care about, why there's no Uber in Halifax. According to the news from Nova Scotia government, Nova Scotia actually is looking at the impact of companies like Airbnb and Uber to determine what impact they are having on existing business and whether the province need to regulate them. As we all know the trend, more and more people are booking accommodation through Airbnb, which allows members to rent out apartments, vacations, home or cottages for a fee. The Tourism Industry Association of Nova Scotia has a long complaint about unlicensed rentals available on Airbnb because the association says that the renters don't pay taxes and don't have to meet quality standards. For Uber, the Uber app allows people to connect with drivers willing to ferry them around for a price, so which means there are some ways people are avoiding to pay tax. And also, Uber has sparked angry demonstration and confrontation between taxi and the Uber drivers in Toronto and Montreal. There are other two methods of transportation that with the same concept of shared economy is Car20Go and Lyft. Car20Go is a German car rental company that offer online version of share rental. The basically is people can just like pick a car, like a rental car on the street and use their app to activate the vehicle, and when they are done, they can just leave the car on the street until someone else is using that vehicle. It is pretty cool idea. If you check the video on the YouTube, all their rental car are Mercedes or BMW, but you know the German vehicle. Lyft is pretty similar with Uber, and it is an on-demand transportation company that is taking market share with Uber and taxi service.